Hello.
Oh, hello, Katie. How are
How are
you?
you? I'm
Uh,
great, thank you.
I'm great also. Thank you.
So
So,
tell me,
yeah.
what have you been doing since we last spoke?
Oh, I've been working, and the last 4 days we here in Brazil we are in the holidays of the Independence Day here in Brazil. Now today seventh of September 7, and tomorrow I'm going to get back to work again.
So what have you been doing over the holiday?
Well, right now I was in a, how can I say, a manifestation. How can I say
Oh,
that
a
in
protest.
a protest? Yes,
Wow.
for the people right here in Brazil are threatened by our Supreme Court. So by the millions we were in the streets today.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Here in São
S-
Paulo, just in the Paulista Avenue, I never saw so many people as I saw today there.
Wow. And is this only in Sao Paulo or across Brazil?
Mainly in São Paulo and Brasilia, the capital of Brazil,
Ah,
where the President Bolsonaro came to his speech. He is against our Supreme Court because our Supreme Court is threatening our civil rights. For example, our free speech in media,
yeah.
and some videos are, for example, being uh, retired from the media from Twitter, from YouTube, and people that are putting are playing these videos or are publishing these videos, they are, some of them are in prison right now
Wow, just
just
for,
for saying their opinions.
I
Yeah, today in
see.
Brazil we have 10 uh, prisoners, politicians prisoners.
Wow. Um, and why have the politicians been put in prison?
Some two deputies and more 80 journalists.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
is
and one president of a party here in Brazil, Partido Trabalhista Brasileiro. Uh, his name is Roberto Jefferson. His name,
oh,
and yes, and he's an old man. He's almost 7 years old, and he is healed and in prison. Can you believe in that?
wow, I can't believe it. And
Just for saying his opinion about the our Supreme Court.
is this the court's fault or is it the government's?
We here in Brazil we have three powers.
Right.
The executive power, the president, the judiciary,
Yeah,
and the legislative, the
yeah,
laws, the
yeah.
camera, the Congress.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have three, and one of them is threatening our liberties, our freedom.
Right. But who is behind this? Is there like someone who's
Because
orchestrating?
Bolsonaro is a right wing and he's
Yeah.
against the system, and the
Right.
system is against him, and all
Oh.
of the system is against him. So the Supreme Court, the congressmen, the majority of them are against Bolsonaro, and the media, the the extreme left media here in Brazil, uh, almost all the media, the corporativist media is against Bolsonaro. So only the people is in favor of him.
Oh.
The
So do you,
majority of the people, not the leftist one, because we are in Brazil, the majority of the people in Brazil are conservative. So we are behind, we are by side of Bolsonaro.
I see. But the mainstream media is against him.
Yeah, the mainstream is against him. If you saw any news about Brazil, you perhaps you see the news like that. For example, Bolsonaro is threatening against democracy
Yeah.
because he is criticizing the Supreme Court. You
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
never will see any any news about in favor of Bolsonaro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true. Um,
If
yeah,
you, for example, CNN is the leftist, and Rede Globo here in Brazil, the biggest network, uh, television network here in Brazil, Rede Globo, is
yeah.
against Bolsonaro. So he has only our uh, the people, the majority people of Brazil,
So why is the mainstream media against him?
because the government doesn't anymore give it the money they want, like the other
Oh.
governments used to to
Ah.
to buy the media.
Oh. It's restricted their funding.
Yes, yes.
Ah, I
How
see.
mainstream news is a bit is so yeah.
So,
Yes, restrict their funding, their uh, propaganda. You know.
yeah, 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 I understand. Um, so were there any supporters of, or were there any like leftist supporters on the streets today, like doing counter marches, or was it only Bolsonaro supporters?
No, there were some leftists in the street today, but just a few of them.
Hmm. So there was no
Uh,
no
they they
violence.
uh, they try to match against Bolsonaro our our manifestation, but it were ridiculous because there were just a few people there here in São Paulo.
So they tried to disrupt the march, but they
Yeah,
couldn't.
if you have the opportunity later, you try to find any news about São Paulo protestation here in Brazil.
I did read something about one of the protests in Brasilia, and yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. It was a
it
very,
was gigantic. Today was the biggest ever in Brazil, in Brasilia.
yeah, we call this type of news reporting a hatchet job. So it was basically they made the supporters sound really bad. Like
Yeah,
they they
Everywhere in the world, the mainstream are is against the right wing government here in Brazil.
they were
Uh,
highlighting they were
uh,
highlighting the fact that many of the placards are calling for Bolsonaro to use the army. So that's why they're highlighting the signs that are
yeah,
saying
yeah,
you.
yeah. They they,
So
they, they picture Bolsonaro as a fascist. A, a, a,
mm,
he's a fascist. He's a Nazist. He's
yeah,
a homophobic one. He's
yeah,
a xenophobic, and
yeah,
everything about you hear about Bolsonaro, but he's not like that. He's a
right,
good person.
right,
He only is conservative. He's Christian,
of
and
course,
he is in favor of the family and the
of course,
civil rights and the freedom of speech. And he's not like the media, the mainstream uh, uh, picture him.
of course. But do you think he should use the army to keep hold of power?
We are today in a kind of impact between the three powers.
Yeah, an
And
impasse. Yeah.
I don't think he's capable of that. But the army here in Brazil is in favor of him. So I don't know what's going to happen the next few days here in Brazil.
Ah, I see. Um, so do you think the army could spontaneously decide to support him?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm,
And there is a chance also that the opportunist side inside of him uh, take the opportunity to to put him in jail.
oh, I see.
Because today he said a lot of things against the Supreme Court, and they
Right.
can allegate that he is against the democracy.
Yeah. They can allege that he's yeah. And
Yeah, impasse between the three branches of power here in Brazil today. Yes, we
yeah.
have it.
And
But
so
we don't have an fascist agenda like you wrote here.
oh no,
On the
that's what I
contrary,
yeah,
on the
that's what the
contrary.
mainstream media shows.
Yeah,
They they say that he
yeah,
has a
yeah,
fascist
yeah,
agenda.
yeah. Sure,
Mm,
sure.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this sentence you wrote. All mainstream news is biased against Bolsonaro. Yes, biased.
Yeah.
That is the
Mm,
term. Yes,
definitely. Yeah. But
definitely. Okay.
so you believe that if there was an election today, Bolsonaro would be re-elected?
Yeah, but our vote system is in check today because
Oh.
there are a lot of suspicion about the effective way of election, the electronic elections, because our electronic elections is like Venezuela, for example. Is
Ah.
the same like Venezuela. The same company that made it the system in Venezuela made here in Brazil. And our time is running now.
Yeah.
We are almost in the end of our class today. So I talked too much and you said nothing. I'm sorry.
No, this is what we're here for. It's great because it means that I can give you some extra language here so that you
Yeah.
can vary your expressions. This is perfect class for me.
Thank you very much
My
for
absolute
listening to
pleasure.
me.
My absolute pleasure. See you again soon. Bye
See
bye.
you. Bye bye.